Hey everybody, keep watching to find out what Mel Kiper Jr., ESPN, and the NFL Draft can teach you about your success in business and the profitability of your company. Welcome to this NFL Draft edition of the Shawn Miller Show. That's Mel Kiper Jr., ESPN's guru, authority, thought leader on the NFL Draft. And even if you're not an NFL fan, you know you've arrived when you have comedians that make fun of you on TV. Here's Frank Caliendo as Mel Kiper. But even Mel Kiper, as the leading authority, in order to be controversial and interesting, has to have an adversary, something to make it interesting. Enter Todd McShay. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Welcome to the Shawn Miller Show. So what can we learn from Mel Kiper? Now, if we remember the articles that we have in Lifestyle Entrepreneur and all the buzz in the media, I'm talking about the elevation on the left side of the pyramid of allure from the generalist to expert to authority steps. And look at Mel Kiper Jr. A lot of people are reporters, less are sports reporters, even less are football-focused sports reporters. Some of those folks become an expert. And when they become an expert, they have further focus. And Mel is a focus. Mel only works in NFL to college transition. He's a focused expert in college football in the area of the transition of players from college to the NFL. Then Mel became the leading authority in a niche of a niche of a niche. He is the leading authority in the evaluation and the prediction or the prognostication about what will happen with college players traveling into the NFL draft. How will they be drafted? How are they rated? How are they evaluated? Who will go where? Mel is the leading authority in this. He's a recognized authority guru. Now, the lesson for you in that in business is that you can't be a generalist, right? And cover everything and achieve that kind of level expertise, authority, guru status that Mel has. You've got to say no a lot and focus on the area of your passion and the area which you can really stand out and be really, really strong and stake a claim for yourself, just as Mel has done as the guru of the NFL draft. But now we've got to create buzz. We've got to create media attention. That's the other side of that pyramid of allure. And in ESPN today, we're talking about 24/7 sports, 365 days of the year. We're talking about the NFL in May. So how do we make that interesting? And for the media, that means controversy, and it means conversation, and that means Todd McShay. So what ESPN has done is they brought on another authority in the NFL draft. Yes, there is room for more than one authority in a niche of a space. And both of them can be very successful. And in fact, it's the controversy, the conversation, the back and forth between McShay and Kiper that helps drive the conversations that fuel that media machine, even off season, off topic, and keep it hot and interesting. So in order for you to maintain or to fuel a celebrity status and to build the magic allure that we're talking about, not only do you have to take a bold and focused position, but you've also got to take a bold and specific prediction or stance or position that's going to be controversial to some. So you're going to have to say no to many, and you're going to have to take a controversial position to some that might even offend some people. So on one side, you've got to say no to a lot of people. And on the other hand, you've got to have a lot of people to say no to you. Now, that's scary. I know it. But it's necessary.
if you're going to really stake a position of success and separate yourself from the price ladder in business to where you're really staying alone atop a niche marketplace. Now, how do we keep that buzz going? There's something interesting going on this year in this NFL draft. McShay and Kiper, they're not disagreeing very much. They pretty much laid out the top players and where they're going. That's a problem for the media. There's no controversy. So what the media has done now, as I've seen in the last few days, they've been bringing on some ex-NFL veterans and ex-owners or talent scouts that they've dug up and found that are willing to disagree with Kiper and McShay. They've got to create controversy. They've got to create something to talk about to feed the media machine. So if we want to create celebrity buzz and media attention, we've got to make a bold prediction. We have to leverage that bold prediction, and we have to be a little bit controversial, and we have to constantly feed that machine with something that's interesting, challenging, and probably controversial. I almost fumbled there. All right, so these are the lessons of Mel Kiper and Todd McShay, ESPN, and the NFL draft in building authority positioning and celebrity buzz so that you can climb atop the pyramid of allure, dominate your niche, and make hugely successful business with big, big profits. Now, here's what I want you to do now. Here's the challenge, the NFL draft. What's the most controversy in the NFL draft? Well, it's got to be the kid from Texas A&M, right? It's got to be Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel. What I want you to do is go in the prediction or in the comments section down below the video and make your prediction. How will Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, the Heisman Trophy winner, do as an NFL quarterback? Thanks for stopping by the Shawn Miller Show. Talk to you again soon. Let us know what you think of the future of Manziel. What's your bold prediction?